Hello, hello, hello. Is anybody there? Welcome back to Tiny Blue Games. My name is, of course, Seesaw or Chris, and we are just trying to get things started. If you can hear me, please let me know in the chat. I've been trying to log into Final Fantasy XIV this morning via Steam, as I always do, but it looks like the authentication servers are down. I'm getting this very interesting error every time I go to click play. So we're just taking a look at that. I don't know if there's anything I can do on my side. Let me just try it one more time. And that's kind of frustrating because I was looking forward to doing a lot of stuff this morning. If that is the case, though, we will do some, I think, Guild Wars 2 until either the servers are up, or we'll just do Guild Wars 2 today and have to move the Final Fantasy to a different week, which would be unfortunate for sure. But yeah, we're we're in Steam's hands right now, which is a scary, scary situation. But I do see people in the chat. Hello, Zakuro. Hello, Turbidus. Hello, Yurko. Thanks for confirming the voice is good, Zakuro. Yeah, this is unfortunate. I don't know if anyone else is logging into Steam or like does Steam for Final Fantasy, but if anyone does, if you can confirm you're having the same issue. I tried to look on Reddit and it looks like there's others who are having this issue as well. It just gives like this really weird message that says an error has occurred, please try it again, in several different languages, and that's pretty much all the information. So that's not great. Not great at all. This is what I get for trying to stream an hour earlier. But what we will do is we'll do some, like I think we'll do some Guild Wars 2 and then we can switch back. The issue with it is that I do have my thumbnail and stuff that I've never really had to switch on the fly, but we're going to try and do that this time. And I apologize to anyone who was like really hoping to watch Final Fantasy, because that's obviously what I promised. And now Steam has made me a liar, which I don't appreciate. Let's see if we can find a thumbnail really quick for this. Of course, I'll change the thumbnail and everything. And as soon as I do that, Steam will be fine, which will be the worst part of it all. But let's see what we can do. So if you are waiting, maybe just grab a drink or something. This could take a second to figure it out. Zirkro says, yeah, Steam seems to be having problems for about 30 minutes now. Cool, 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 cool. All right, well, we'll do a bit of Guild Wars 2, and then we'll switch over to, we'll check on Final Fantasy maybe at like the hour mark and see if it's working. In today's stream, we'll be doing some Guild Wars 2 and playing through playing through the living world. Episode 2. All right, I'm almost got this updated so that it's not super confusing for people who join. I do appreciate people being patient at the start here. Guild Wars 2, and we're gonna do perfect. I do have, oh, can I not even change the thumbnail? Oh, I must be able to down here. Yeah, come on. I don't know if I can change the thumbnail. All right. I guess we'll have to go with just a title change. Here we go. Let's see if this makes it any more enjoyable. All right. We've changed some description stuff, and we've changed some title stuff, but the thumbnail will like still not at all look like Guild Wars 2, so I don't know what this is, but let's get back to it. Yeah, if you can keep a heads up on the server, that would be great, Zakaro. But let me, I guess I haven't even tried the Guild Wars. I don't know why Guild Wars 2 is be down. I don't use Steam for it, which maybe is my strength today. Let's try and log into Guild Wars 2. I choose to do Sunday instead of Saturday. I choose to do 9 instead of 10, and this is what the world gives to me. And it's still stupidly hot here, so it's just going to be a fun old time. But let's make the best of it, and we'll start some Guild Wars 2. There's no point just sort of waiting around doing nothing until then, because that sounds less enjoyable. I guess alternatively we could do like some React content or something. I don't really do that often on streams, but I mean, maybe we could do that. I don't know. I don't even know. Like, I guess I just go to a web window and kind of like look at it that way. Yeah, let's do some Guild Wars 2 to start. We'll change the thumbnail later on. Here, let me bring you guys into the game because we are now in the game. Main gameplay. It should take a second, but there we go. At the whim of Steam, this just happens, yeah. I guess this is another reason I keep recommending people to not use the Steam. And you're super right. Like the Steam version is super nice just because like you have everything in one place. But there's so many games that I have issues with Steam specifically and trying to access it that it's not great, is it? It's not great. Okay, we are in Guild Wars 2. Let's see if I can go back to the game, pull the chat over top, and I think we are finally good to go. I'm we're a little bit delayed this morning, but things are coming together. I also apologize because I've definitely got the seesaw morning voice going on right now, which will probably get better throughout the day, but at the moment it's definitely noticeable. I don't know why, but I switched from Virtuoso at some point here, and I think you go like this. Even though I don't know why I'd want the bleed. I think it's because the other ones aren't like that great. Oh, it's because I need to take a thumbnail, and I always really hate, well, unless I specifically want to talk about the Virtuoso, these little swords that hang over you are actually quite irritating for the thumbnail, which is kind of funny. We'll do this. Hello, Ferris. Hello. For anyone who's new and just joining in, Steam's authentication servers for Final Fantasy XIV, which is how I log in, are down. So at the moment, we will be doing some Guild Wars 2. Will this be a longer stream? This will probably be like 2 hours, which I guess is like half an hour longer, but much more than that, and it's gonna get really hot and really sweaty in this room because I just have a portable AC unit, and if I turn that on, it's like ridiculously picked up on the mic, which isn't gonna be fun. It's kind of why I wanted to do the earlier morning stream. It's only 9 here, so it's not quite hot. And I say hot, I'm not in like a hot climate area really. Like, it's been 30 degrees for the last month, which is wild for us, but I'm sure for a lot of other places it's 30 degrees Celsius, I should also mention. I'm not an American. But yeah, we'll see, Ferris. The way it could be longer is if we do like a part of this and then we switch over to Final Fantasy. Like, I could see myself wanting to stay on just to do a fair bit of things, but we'll see what happens there. Yurko says, it wouldn't be such an issue if Square Enix didn't keep Steam accounts so locked down. Once Steam touches your Final Fantasy account, you're locked into using the Steam for everything for the rest of your... Yes, I do actually remember that because I had looked in changing that recently, and yeah, because I think I had this error like once before, but it went away like after trying to log in a few times. I think I just caught it at the very end. All right, we are... Without further ado, getting things kicked off. We did do Living World Season 1, Part 1 and I think part 2 recently. So today is actually part 3. So my title is flat out wrong as well. So let's just see if we can update it again. God, this is like the worst metadata for a video ever. I've got a Final Fantasy thumbnail, a Guild Wars 2 title that just says Steam is down for Final Fantasy, and then a description that is like not super up to date. It's one of those days for streaming. I appreciate the the patience. And it's funny, I was coming in today, I was like, oh, I'm gonna try and like act on some of the feedback you guys have been giving, where like a lot of people in the last stream, where I was talking about, you know, how I didn't get through too much content really. You know, we're saying, hey, most streamers actually don't read out every single thing that's typed, which I enjoy doing, but when it is a busier stream, which that was the case that last time, like there was just a ton of people in chat, they're probably right. I probably don't need to listen to, or not listen to, but react to every single thing that's typed in chat. So I was going to try that, but we've got bigger problems going on, don't we? Why am I like having such difficulties thinking about where I want to go? We want to start. I've just been thrown off this morning. There we go. We've started it. Get a letter. Let's see what's happening. I was meaning to do this earlier or later in the month as well, so this kind of works out. All right, so by royal proclamation, or is this a formal invited to Jubilee? Yeah, I think this is because these are the event ones down there. Her Majesty Queen Jenna of Kryta is pleased to open her city to you in celebration of 10 years of her gracious rule. By the will and command of the Queen, hot air balloons stand at the ready across Tyria to convey celebrants and well-wishers to Divinity's Reach, the capital of the Crichton Nation. Festivities will commence in Her Majesty's dedication of the Crown Pavilion, built on the former site of the Great Collapse in Divinity's Reach. Within this new edifice, ceremonial contestants will be staged for her subjects to commemorate humanity's triumph over adversity. May the six gods watch over you, and may they continue to bless the benevolent Queen of Kryta. There we go. Formal letter, formal words. I went from the wordy English of Final Fantasy to just overly formal letter from the Queen. So we're trying to get back all the way up to... hello there, what's up with the stream? Hi Branson, welcome to the stream. So you're probably wondering, why is this Guild Wars 2? We had an issue with Steam's authentication servers for Final Fantasy, so we are doing some Guild Wars 2 while that sound. Hey, Aircrow's in there sort of jumping on things. Thank you for keeping people up to date. First says, well, my corner of the world, we're now on winter, so 8 degrees, minus 10, cozy. That, and I hate to say it, I would love that right now. I am one of those people that, I mean, my things I enjoy doing are like reading inside, playing video games inside, listening to music, watching TV inside. I do enjoy the outdoors, but I only like going out there for a little bit. So I'm not very thrown off when it's super cold. And even like going outside in the cold's kind of nice, like just a brisk walk in like a minus 10, but very sunny morning. Like there's almost no better outside experience, especially if you have a coffee in your hand. Oh, it sounds pretty good, doesn't it? But yeah, not a great start to the Final Fantasy stream, to say the least. Let's get going. So yeah, and with regards to Final Fantasy, we did do that. Wow, that's a very loud little girl. We did do the poll to see what we wanted to do, and it was post Stormblood MSQ that won over the Dark Knight quests. So we will be doing that, you know, if not today, we'll be doing that as our live stream later in the month, probably next weekend, because I'm away the weekend afterwards. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. Yukio says outside, that's where the big blue dome is, right? It is exactly where that is, where the tall green tickly carpet is too. Same place. All right, here we are. Let's hop on in here. Opening ceremony. But yeah, so we'll do some Guild Wars 2, and we'll just chill with it for a little bit. I'll try not to like go and check Final Fantasy like every 15 minutes or something, because that will probably make this tedious more than anything. I don't know. Oh. Huh. You know, I remember parts of these, but I'm always confused. We're gonna fight it, aren't we? Oh, you're not getting any game audio? Let me look into that. It was probably a very boring cutscene for you then. Thank you for letting me know. God, and there it is. Yeah, desktop audio is off. It's been like, you know, let me know if you can hear things now in game. Alrighty. I don't really need to talk to them. What do I need to do? I do like that there's all this optional talking you can do in these. I think it's a really smart thing. All right, let's see. Still no music? All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look. This is just like the most unfortunate start to, let's see. Why would it not be working? Oh gosh, someone's getting attacked while I've minimized. I can see it. At least it's not me. Well, let's give that setting a try and see if we have any more luck. I'm sorry, we're going to be doing some trial and error until I see if this is actually working or not. No, I still don't think it's playing anything. At least the mic's working. It's like the one thing that's almost okay today. Come on. Let's try this.
This has gone on long enough. Countess Anise, shut down the watch
I was having, why is this all happening at once?
Or someone's interfering with our control. I hate to be the bearer of more bad news, but we've got
Oh, that's
party
not good.
crashers. Trust me, I've...
Protect the queen until I can get past this overgrown wind-up toy.
Okay.
We've got work to
Oh,
do.
that worked? Cool. All right, we'll leave it like this, and I'll actually start. I'll start contributing to this story.
Combat when we've got the real thing. Kabam!
Hello. Oh, I guess we just like my keybinds aren't working either. Like, what is this? What the heck is happening here? I can't use my keybind. I just rotated slowly.
Such might.
Alright, we've got audio. I'm not going to touch anything else. We're going to leave it like this.
What's the story here?
Farrah says, and I feel like Final XIV is more social friendly than Guild Wars 2. Oh, I see. You said something way above 2. I used to play Guild Wars 2 a lot in 2016 and 2017, but I didn't have a lot of money back then. So I had, then I reach and pay a paywall and stopped playing. And later in 2020, when I did have money, I did have more money, I got hooked on Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, that's fair.
Proficient enough. Keep these goons away from my
And then you said, I feel like Final Fantasy XIV is more social and friendly than Guild Wars 2, so I never come back. I'd say they're both, like, reasonably friendly, especially compared to, like, you know, World of Warcraft, which is... And there are friendly people in World of Warcraft, but there are a lot of people who are, let's just say, not so friendly if things go wrong, or even if things go right. Like, there's some people in that game that are just upset. But you can find it in every game. In Guild Wars 2 specifically, when like raiding became a thing in Heart of Thorns, there was some pretty gatekeepery stuff in the looking for group for sure. Not that I know if that's like the kind of activities you used to do or not. But.
Sharper steel.
All right, so I'm like actively figuring out. So my mouse keys are working. E is not working, and it like W or A and D. I also can't move like side to side without using my mouse.
Be quiet, you're jinxing me.
She's back. Over there.
Must have an enemy to target with that skill. Okay, I can use backwards and forwards. I don't know what's going on. The more this, can I not jump? No, I can jump. God.
Feels nice. Another.
Oh, at least it's not like too difficult, so I'm not struggling. I'll say that and they'll just take me out right here. I don't know why this isn't working. Oh god, yeah, it made me roll off the side. So my Q and E, yeah, this is so weird. Because, like, you can see it on the screen that it should be. Huh. Iriko says, I think Guild Wars 2's community is really friendly, but I do think Final Fantasies is more inviting and encouraging. Yeah, Final Fantasies is, like, another level when it comes to inviting and encouraging. And that was something I experienced at the start of this game, and, like, throughout the entirety of playing Final Fantasy XIV as a Sprout. People are, always so, you know, welcoming when they see you in a dungeon for the first time, and guide you through it. It's great.
Burn this. Missed again. I knew Bram was jinxing me.
I thought you said you could handle that weapon.
I can. Just give me one more shot.
I really enjoy the Virtuoso. I think it's one of my favorite additions they've had. I've never really enjoyed Mesmer for, like, DPSing, so the fact that this works out so well. Let's go over here, do some healing, which isn't like going super well.
Time is the charm, I
This guy's just like flat out immune. There we go.
Bullseye. Who needs their eyes
Oh,
checked
no.
now, Mr. Novelty Hair?
You do. Remind me, how many shots did it take you to hit the mark?
That's it. Frostbite and Bram says one more nasty thing about my aim, sting him to death.
We're making progress, Your Majesty. The arena gate
Oh
should
no,
be
don't leave me.
I'm glad to hear it.
I'm struggling
But
so
we
much
need
more
to
now.
deactivate the Watch Knight attacking Captain
Farah
Farah.
says, I love the Final Fantasy
Working on
XIV
it right now.
roleplay scene.
Our
I went
technicians
to
can't break
a
through interference.
KFC the other day
We have
in
no
my
more time.
ward and
Destroy it.
chatted with the owners. Like KFC. You don't mean like a mock up restaurant in like I'm confused by what the KFC means, because when I hear KFC I think of a restaurant chain more than anything else. So if there's an abbreviation I should understand more about. This is my I guess we have KFCs in Canada too, so it's my, and I don't even go to KFC, like, ever, so I don't know why that's the thing that comes to my head, but 4 wins prize bag. Let's see what this is. My bank always gets so full on Guild Wars
This was
2.
supposed to be an exhibition. How did that thing know about Ritlock?
Don't be
Aren't
so
you,
sensitive,
like,
Captain.
security?
When you stepped in as the sole combatant, I decided to add a slightly more personal touch.
We'll discuss your personal touch later, Countess. Right now, I insist we shut down this pavilion for a full investigation.
I respectfully disagree. Whoever did this clearly intended to disrupt our celebration. We cannot let them succeed.
Anise is correct. This event isn't just a festival. It's a statement to the world. I will not let that statement be undermined.
As you command. But I am beginning an investigation, and I am doubling the number of Seraph patrolling the city.
Of course. I want to know why the Aetherblades attacked, and what they have to do with the disruption of our Watch Knights.
Good luck, Captain. Let me know if I can help. In the meantime, the least I can do is enjoy the festivities on your behalf.
Let's take a look at, like, why we're having such issue. Yeah, see, it
That's
says...
a lot more fun than I expected. You think the metal thing's going crazy was part of the exhibition?
So
Hard
weird.
to say. And as the Black Citadel's official envoy, I should probably keep my opinions to myself.
Boring. I smell trouble and a chance for glory. Why don't you use that VIP status to get us in on some action?
I knew bringing you along was a good idea. Come on, let's get involved in stuff that's none of our business.
This just turns me. I wanted the strafe, I think. We'll look into fixing my keybinds. I don't know why everything's messed up today. Like, what is the deal?
Thanks for
My
jumping
ping's
in.
averaging
Happy
200
to
too.
help.
Like,
Consider it part of the Black
I guess
Citadel's
I
ongoing
don't know what my
partnership
ping is
with
usually when
Humanity's
I'm
Reach.
streaming.
Yep. Nothing like a little mayhem to spice up a party. Kabam!
I've still got a job to do. I can't leave Kryta or its queen in the hands of protectors I don't trust.
Things seem all right now. There are shambouts and practice fights happening all over the arena, and the Watch Knights are all behaving.
But for how long? We need to take a closer look at these things.
Fair's my
Find
favorite
out what
house
went
so
wrong
far
and
is
keep it
I
from
was an
happening
insane
again.
asylum with
Count us
players
in.
role-playing as
I want
doctors.
another
That sounds
shot at
like
that
kind of
person.
spooky, but kind of
We're
cool.
at your disposal, Captain.
Like, it's cool that people are that
Don't
committed.
mind
I think
me
that's
saying,
really
a
awesome.
real Tribune
I've
brings
never
together
done any
whoever
kind of
talks to a
serious
comrade.
role-playing in any
I
game,
know
so
it.
it's
Except he did.
always interesting to hear about.
Once upon a time, he said those very words to me.
Oh, well, he wouldn't say them again. I just know it.
Zakuro says, you would be right about the fast food chain, lol. It was a house in Final Fantasy decorated like a KFC. Okay, so I was right to think KFC. I was like, is that like a different thing in Final Fantasy? No, it was a... What an interesting restaurant to decorate. Like, I'm trying to think. I guess it's got like the Colonel Sanders like mascot and stuff, and then that's wild. Yurko says no. He means an RP Kentucky Fried Chicken in game. That's so funny. Horfix Queen's Jubilee. It is, yeah. So we are playing some Guild Wars 2 as the Final Fantasy servers are down, which is probably confusing because I can't change the thumbnail once this is started. So that's kind of fun. Erika says it's so weird. Your binds are clearly set up. They just aren't working. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. So I'm trying to get them back together. So I think it's like these that I want to be A. And this is D. Because, like, let's get these working. Okay, yeah, this is exactly how this should feel. And I have no idea, like, it feels like everything's connected with the Steam thing not working and then this not working, but I know they're, like, 100% separate issues. It's just today that they've decided to attack me. We also need... It's up here. This ability is not working because it's, like, I thought it was E that it was supposed to use. And I'm trying to think where are these abilities? Yeah, see, like, what free camera V and C, so that's down there. Why do I not see this ability? Oh, it's over here. Yeah, it even says it here. It's so weird. Okay. You must have... Okay, so it looks like it's going to work this time. So I think that should fix everything. Let's continue onward. This has just been a rough morning. Yeah, Senior Derp Face is here. What's Final Fantasy stream? Yeah, I'm sure the chat will get on it quicker than I will almost, but the authentication servers for Steam are currently down for Final Fantasy, so we've had to make do with some Guild Wars 2 at the moment. Not that I don't enjoy Guild Wars 2. I was just very ready to do a bunch of Final Fantasy stuff. I wanted to do the Moonfire event. I wanted to do some MSQ. I was all ready. I got my character in the right place last night. I'm like one match away from getting my Dark Knight to 70, which is super exciting. And when I say match, I mean one frontline, because that's pretty much how I exclusively level, which will be both good, because I'll be good at PvP, or I say good, but like understand PvP, but it will be bad because I'll have like very little experience in tanking when I get to the level 70 content. Is there another note here? Queen Jenna's Jubilee will conclude with a closing ceremony in Divinity's Reach. Her Majesty will be attendance along with her esteemed guests and emissary from across Tira. Her Majesty will close the festivities with remarks at the new Colosseum, built on the former site of the great collapse of Divinity's Reach. May the six gods watch over you, and may they continue to bless the benevolent queen. All right. Is that also here? Yeah, it's just like right down here. That works. That works. Senior says, "Uff, glad I didn't touch Steam." Yeah, it's a regret that I feel myself making more and more these days. Yurko says, "Nice, almost done with the Dark Knight." Then yes, it's almost ready to go for some Shadowbringers action, which is great. Faire says, "Preach, a YouTuber / streamer, does a lot of Final Fantasy XIV housing events now with his free company, The Crawlers." I should check. I do watch Preach videos. I don't watch his streams as much, which is where I assume you see more of those kind of events. I usually just watch his videos on like, well, anything that's not spoilery, which has been hard recently because he's definitely like past where I am in Final Fantasy. But he's definitely enjoyable. Patrick says, "Hello, Seesaw Request." Hello, Patrick. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're having a great time. Hopefully you're okay for the surprise of Guild Wars 2 as opposed to Final Fantasy, which was a surprise to everyone this morning, including myself. And it feels like I'm ragging on Guild Wars 2 because of this, but it's mostly just because, you know, whenever plans are set and they change last minute, that's something I don't deal well with. It is something I don't deal well with at all. I feel like people are either like planners or they're like super into the spontaneous, right? And I try to be open to the spontaneous, but I'm such a planner.
I like this party. It's not quite a Kragstead moot, but Crichtons definitely know how to stage a celebratory fight.
Sadly, we have to stop fighting for now. It's almost time for the closing ceremonies, and I'm expected. Official duties and all.
Oh, good. Another speech. I'll go and listen. When she's done talking, I'm back to beating on those mechanical
Back to
men.
beating the mechanical men. I like it. It is kind of just a bunch of speeches, isn't it? Which isn't the most exciting Living World chapter to play through. Irko says, be careful watching Preach's Final Fantasy XIV stuff. He's generally not too worried about spoilers on his stream because he assumes his viewers have followed his journey, which, yeah, is fair. I usually... That's why I don't watch the streams as much. I watch the videos because they do have the titles. And then streams I can... if I do watch it, I jump in and jump out real quick. But yeah, I know he's far ahead, so I try not to go into his streams too much. Patrick says, you probably watched it before, but... Emo, it's the best one. So after you do beat all Stormblood post MSQ and are about to start Shadowbringers, can you watch the trailer? Yeah, I will. That's my plan for every single one of the expansions, is to watch the trailer as well as the job actions before going into it. And I do think I have watched the Shadowbringers one. I think I actually watched the Shadowbringers trailer like right when I was getting into the game, right? That's what kind of part of the stuff for Shadowbringers, like all the marketing materials, what convinced me to check out Final Fantasy XIV. So it's kind of an interesting, you know, closed cycle of when I started the game to like finally getting to Shadowbringers, which has taken 3 years somehow. But it's interesting. It's interesting to say the least. Some people might say worrying, but I say interesting. Branson says, I'm seeing some people saying they can get into Final Fantasy now if they change their Steam name before starting the client, which seems very odd, but maybe could, like, you mean like my username in Steam? That does seem odd. It seems very odd, but I appreciate the tip. I'll go through this mission that we're in anyways, and then, I mean, if some people are getting in, maybe it's getting close to just working.
But humanity's resolve will never waver. We have withstood every challenge thrown at us, because unity is our strength. Together, there is nothing we cannot withstand.
That's my cue. Hello, DR. My name is Scarlet.
I like how unhinged Scarlet is. Like,
Don't panic.
just wild.
I've been laughing my leaves off while your queen brays about trials and endurance. It's time to show how fragile human society is. To wit, these watch nights you're so proud of? Mine now.
Yeah, these things are cool.
I've also planted a few bombs around the city to keep things lively. Bet you can't find them all. Ta for now. See you soon. Oh, and I'll be taking your queen with me. Hang on, your majesty. It's going to be a wild ride.
Not as many speeches as I was saying. Oh, this is kind of a cool cinematic.
Never fear, my queen. Lord Farron will save you. Well, now that I did not expect.
I don't remember this at all. That's so funny. Huh.
I should mention there are 4 bombs.
All right, let's see if the keybinds are working.
Come on, Rox.
Hey, look at that. You push E and it does what it says E's gonna do. I like that. That's what I like about keybinds. I don't know what this morning has been, but it's just been all over the place. Yurko says Shadowbringers trailer is going to make so much more sense now that you've watched it. Yeah, I do remember being like impressed and like in awe of all the cool stuff I saw, but it did not make a ton of sense. You're super right. No, I love the trailers actually. The Heaven's Ward one, I go back and watch all the time. Specifically, my favorite moment of the Heaven's Ward one is where, like, it's near the end, but where everyone in the Ishgard city is running away from the dragons, and you just see the footsteps of, like, the Dragoon walking towards them and, like, putting his gear on. I think that is one of the most badass, like, moments in almost any game's trailer ever. Like, it is just so epic. You know, it gives you that kind of, like, tingling feel where you hear, like, a good song or something like that. Like, I think that's such an impressive way to kind of show off the new class that's coming. So that's definitely I don't know. We're talking about trailers. That's the one I watched the most, and I've only got really 2, I guess, for final, or 3, because there's the launch trailer that I can watch, because I don't watch the new ones very much until they're what I'm actually on. Branson says, haha, yeah, I'd imagine that the Shadowbringers trailer is absolutely unreadable if you're still a newbie. Yeah, that's what people said too when I was watching it. They were like when I was watching it way back at the start, they're like, don't worry, you won't even understand most of what's happening here. Okay, why do I... Oh no, energy. It's normal stuff, normal gameplay stuff that's preventing me. I feel like it's a little loud to talk over. Let me see if I can... I know we just got the volume like working, but like I feel like I'm like yelling over things sometimes. Oh, we're finishing people off. That's kind of cool.
At your service.
I'm actually... Can you imagine just finish off the like the Azura instead? That'd be so funny. Oh, we need these bombs. I'm gonna tell you that I'm not taking this attack on the Queen's Jubilee as, I don't know, as seriously as I should. I feel like I'm just kind of like gliding through here until they like kill me. That's gonna be the case, isn't it? Wow, yeah, there it is. Look at all that. I mean, this is a challenge I could do. Disarm your bombs. Oh, I'm about to fail that too, so there you go. These guys do a lot of like explosive damage around them. Irko says, I have to wonder how people felt watching Scarlet's insanity. Oh my gosh. It's because they blow up, when they die. That's what gets me. It's also because I'm reading chat instead of like paying attention to things that are going to kill me, but you know, whatever. I can only see this through the lens of Hot, so I already understand what was driving her. Oh, of her insanity. Yeah, it was very interesting because it was also kind of Guild Wars 2's like first humanized villain, because we were dealing with Zaitan throughout the launch of the base game, which was obviously an Elder Dragon that, although very cool and spooky, you didn't get a ton of their like personality. So this was kind of like a case where we got a villain that was extremely focused on personality, so that was kind of cool.
Hey, Bram, these things can actually fight.
There we go. And, oh, we blow up the bomb. That's why it like almost killed me last time. I'll stay like way over here. Way far away. Branson's, do people explode into pink butterflies often in Guild Wars 2? I haven't done whatever you're at. They do if they're mesmers. So I think, and my lore in this game is questionable at best, but I'm pretty sure Queen Jenna or one of her like main like defenders or like queen's maids or something like that is a mesmer, and they often have a thing where like to protect her they have a clone of her, right? So that's what mesmers do, they make clones. I'm a mesmer actually in the game as well. I don't make a ton of clones. I guess I do make some clones, like I have the sword guy that comes out, so that's kind of the case. Oh, there's a time on this. Hey, I should be like doing this way quicker. All right, I didn't realize there was a time like apart from... All right. Well, this is going to make this a little bit more challenging. How did we get up here? All right, we got to go. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Incorrect recollection.
Feels nice.
Like you, I only endeavored to entertain others.
All right, one more and 2 minutes to do it. I think we got this. It's good that I figured this out before the entire place blew up. The issue is that it's on the other side. We can't mount in here. We can, however, teleport. Irko says, I believe Jenna is a mesmer, yes, and Kaz is, yeah. Yeah, so there's a few mesmers in the I guess, Kryta royalty, Arcurian royalty. Faire says, what class are you playing right now? I love Mesmer. Is my favorite in Guild Wars 2. I'm the Virtuoso. This is the newest spec for Mesmers from the End of Dragons expansion. It gives them like a dagger. Oh my god, I have like a minute. Where's the entrance to this? It gives them a dagger and kind of like these blades that they can shoot out at enemies. And it's, for me in particular, I haven't found a good DPS spec on Mesmers up to this point. I always just use them as like a support class. So it's kind of been a really nice way for me to actually do DPS. I really like these blades that like come down and stuff like that. So it's some really cool stuff. I think this is not going to quite kill it. So let's, there we go. So we did that. Probably not as quick as like we should have done it, but here we are.
Oh, I remember. Right where the Seraph are gathering up the civilians.
Wow.
Careless.
They just like kill like
Bombed our
20
evacuation
people?
point. My soldiers. All of those civilians.
Like this is, you know, pretty intense stuff. So there's a break bar on this, but I don't know if we're gonna have enough to like break it. Actually, the DPS, I think we're just gonna out DPS the break bar, so let's go for it. Unless this reflects projectiles, which is gonna be real bad. Because it does say that the shield does that, so I'm kind of concerned. But let's get some single target DPS going. Oh, there's the reflecting. Well, let's see. I think this should do... Oh gosh. No, I don't know how you break this. I'm not doing any damage to the Defiance bar. So we're just gonna do this the old-fashioned way, where I almost die, but we hopefully kill it. Easy enough. Oh, we got a reward, did we?
Sweet, sweet treasure.
That'll do. For now.
Forgive the deception, Logan. Countess Anise's security measures depended on as few people as possible knowing about them.
I'm glad you're safe, but I'm your a Seraph captain. How can I serve if I'm not informed?
Don't be petulant. My job is to protect the Queen from her enemies. Yours is to seek out and destroy those enemies. There were indications of a threat, so I concealed the real Queen until it revealed itself. Now it has, and it's spreading. Reports from all over the globe tell of portals releasing Scarlet's twisted minions. What are you doing about it?
A fair question. Scarlet can't be allowed to complete whatever it is she started, and she must be punished for the attempt.
Very well. Scarlet is the problem and she's in the pavilion. If she's using portals to send things out, we use portals to send things in.
Marshal whatever forces you need, Captain. Scarlet and her minions must be rooted out of that pavilion to face Crichton justice.
And do hurry. The sooner we get in, the sooner we rescue the VIP hostages. Poor Farron. Who'd have thought he had hero in him?
What's the situation, Captain? Bram and I are ready if you need us.
I'd welcome the help. Scarlet's clearly been planning this for a long time, and she's several steps ahead of us. We have to catch up, fast. Our top priorities are to neutralize her minions and find a way into that pavilion.
Neutralize means break, right? Because I can do that.
That'll work for her minions, but the door doesn't look breakable. We're gonna need an alternative. Maybe portals.
I was talking to the Asuran dignitary, Vorp. He's an engineer with a background in Asura gates and teleportation equipment.
Perfect. See if he's ready and willing to help. In the meantime, I'll organize Seraph patrols to protect the streets.
Alrighty.
So, Vorp, we need a way into Scarlet's planes.
Vorp. What a
Ready to
name.
put your Thalmo technical skills to use on behalf of DR?
Of course, I know of this Scarlet. She earned advanced engineering degrees at each of Ratasum's colleges in record time. Engineering prodigy, they said. Intuitive grasp of phenomenological design and transcendent systems. I say. I hate a show-off, especially when they're showing me up. Count me in. Taking down Scarlet is a matter of Asuran pride.
Asuran pride and human survival. Now let's put our heads together and figure out a way into that pavilion.
Alright. Oh, that's the end of the mission. Well, there you go. I thought we were going to continue it from here, but apparently not. I like all these like old rewards you get from this too, which is kind of cool. All right, let's get out of here. Oh, well, this has been an interesting start to the day. We're already almost at, yeah, it's almost 10 already. So I'll say this, if we don't get any Final Fantasy this week, we will just do the exact stream I was going to do today on like next weekend, and I'll like announce a time and stuff. Because I think, yeah, the Moonfire Faire just started this weekend, so it should run next weekend as well. So we'll do the Moonfire Faire, and then we'll do some Stormblood MSQ, and I'll probably have a level 70 Dark Knight as well. Not that it'll impact any of that, but everything's coming together, which is great. Emissary of Vorp. Let's see what your plan is. Let's go. Do you lead us somewhere, or do we just go to your like location that you've marked? And I don't see it, which is unfortunate. Oh, it's all the way over here, eh? Clockwork. Oh, because there's all the portals going into the different towns. Yeah, I remember. I like, it's so interesting because I did this so long ago. Like, so Guild Wars 2 released in 2012, and this Living World, what would it have been, like a few years after? Like maybe 2014 or something? Does that sound right? I don't know. Wasn't it like just right here? Or am I now super confused? I swear it was like just nearby here. Oh yeah, right there, you can see the green. Can't see the quest markers in the Final Fantasy map. Can't see the green circles in the Guild Wars 2 map. Maybe it has something to do with me just being bad at colors. Branson says, yeah, Moonfire Faire goes until the 26th. Perfect, so we would be able to do it then. It's interesting. The Moonfire Faire is low-key one of my favorite events from Final Fantasy XIV, just because, like, and I think I've said this in other videos, there's just, like, not many other seasonal events going on in other games during this time. So I think it stands out more. Whereas, like, almost every game has, like, a Christmas event, an Easter event, a Halloween event, but the Moonfire Faire is a little bit more, I guess, unique in that way. I also just like the area, and like it's just a fun time. So we're looking for a portal. There's a mysterious essence here, which seems promising, doesn't it?
Well done. You've located the attack site. This is very useful data. That sample forced me to rethink some of my assumptions. Now I need intel from an eyewitness to one of her portal attacks. Okay. We'll go find that, I guess. Ferris says, maybe you're colorblind. I actually think I am a little... I have some evidence that supports this. The most, like, I guess official is, you know, when... you do this when you're getting your license, but you also get it when your eyes are checked, or at least I do usually. Oh, look at this. Is this someone's character? Or they just happen to be here. There's like it's like a circle that they show you made up of a bunch of dots, and like there's colored dots that are like showing a number within it, and then dots behind it. I do absolutely horrible at that, where I'm trying, because it's a colorblind test. You're trying to differentiate the number, which is like a slightly different color than the like background, and I do not do well at that. So I think there's some evidence there. The other evidence is that I have many a times said that like a shirt that's apparently purple to Mrs. Seesaw just looks like gray to me. So there's some colors where I do have issues with that for sure. Zirko says it's fun. It's a fun one this year. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I remember enjoying it a fair bit, so I'm excited for the fair. Mirko says, I just looked it up. Season 1 was Jan 2013 through March 2014. Not a bad guess then. So yeah, roughly around that time, eh? So yeah, 2013 seems right if that's like where, you know, the start and the end is for the whole season. Where... Oh, I have to go this way, right? No, it's like over here. Oh, there's a few people in here, that's why.
Well, let's go over here now. I've committed. Hello.
We all must do our part.
All right.
You're feeling better.
Much. I had a couple of ales.
I had a couple of ales.
Gotta
Should
enjoy
make
life
everything
while you
better.
can. You never know when a centaur is gonna stick you dead.
This is cool. It's like a shrine to the gods. It's the little details like this in MMOs that are just so cool to see. I do like just stumbling upon things. Hi, I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Want an apple? No, thanks. I was picking apples when my sister ran through the gate screaming. She looked really scared. I don't think she was hurt, but she said she needed to talk to the town guard. Maybe she saw something. I feel like I might have just talked to the sister first, but, you know, it's what it is. Oh, I do have to go back to her, so maybe I didn't actually listen to what she said, so that might be my bad. Ferris says, yeah, this year's Moonfire Faire is really something. I love it, but I've seen people running away in fear. Oh no. Does the jump puzzle make a return? Is it scary? I would link it, but the YouTube doesn't. But YouTube doesn't like links. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. Ugh, my head hurts. You need something? Make it quick. I'm looking for someone who witnessed that first portal outside. I heard it happen, but I didn't see anything. I was knocked out by one of the pirates on my rounds. Sasha was there a bit ago. Seemed like she might have seen something up the hill towards the ruins. All right. Yeah, they kind of make it so you have to go from like the first person to the... So when I just skipped the first person and went to the second person, it didn't help anything. May as well get these waypoints, I guess. It's kind of a nice thing too, because I'm playing on my Mesmer who hasn't done like base game stuff, so I don't have like the world explored on him or anything like that, so I kind of have to walk around, which is nice. I say that until I can't get to where I want to go, but the mount does help a lot. Is there something I can do for you? I've been told you witnessed one of Scarlet's first invasions.
Listen carefully. I need a focusing crystal from an Aether Blade Captain, the oscillating diaphragm of a twisted horror, and a translocator beacon from one of her giant portals.
Okay. Yes, I did. I overheard one of the Sky Pirates say they were going to establish permanent fixtures near the Vigil Keep. My wife and I live not too far from there. All right. And then... Oh, that's all we needed. So where... Oh, we have to go... The green on green again. This is the... It's all over here, though. I can see it. There's one really close to this waypoint, which is nice. Which is nice. Irko says, I think one of my messages didn't go through. Oh, well. I'll send it on Discord later. Not important for the stream. Oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, send it through Discord. I'll check it out. If it takes me a while to get to it, I apologize. You know how bad I am at Discord. But yeah, we'll get to it eventually. But no, I appreciate everyone staying for some Guild Wars 2 stuff. I know, you know, I kind of promised one thing and we ended up doing another thing, which I know is kind of not the most enjoyable thing when you're excited to watch a stream or something like that. So I appreciate it. I think the worst part is I do have like an audience who really enjoys Guild Wars 2. Not that I'm saying any of you don't, but if I had announced that I'll be doing like a Guild Wars 2 stream, they might have like made sure to attend, and I'm gonna feel bad because now I'm gonna like tell them like after the fact, oh, by the way, this was a Guild Wars 2 stream, which is never fun. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's never easy to know what to do. Oh man, these guys are doing some damage. Let's see if we can get out of here. Whew. Let's oh, okay, they're pretty squishy though. Except for this one veteran dude, which makes sense. There we go. Oh, my inventory is of course full. Now do I need to put quest items in my inventory?
There's a sort of pattern to Scarlet's madness, but the more I catch a glimpse of it, the less I want to perceive.
Need to go over there. Do 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 do. Sometimes life gives you lemons. Exactly that. You do what you do with it. And I feel like I've just been like, I don't know. It's been very difficult to do a lot of recording and streaming. As I said, it's quite hot in this room, so it's yeah. I'm kind of excited for summer to end for a lot of reasons. Because like I also work from home, so I'm kind of in this room all the time. The benefit with that is that like unless I'm in a meeting, I can have the air conditioning on. But if there's like a bunch of meetings in the row, I also just get, I feel like it just like drains the energy out of you. Like you just get very sleepy is what it is with the heat, or at least I do. First says, it's okay, things happen, we are enjoying the show. The Seesaw Show, excellent. Branson says, easy, just advertise upcoming Final Fantasy as a Guild Wars 2 stream. I'm sure that would even things out. There you go. Just say it's going to be a Guild Wars 2 one and then swap it to what this was at the end. Oh, I like it. That's a funny one. Zakuro says, I feel that all the time, if especially... I'm sorry. I feel that all the time, if especially a new game gets its claws into you. Yeah, for sure. Yurko says, oh, I'm also work from home. I know what it's like to spend all your time in one room. Yeah, it's pretty difficult. Like, it's not the best. We have like one room apartment too, so it's not a ton of space. So we've kind of set up, what we've done actually is we've set up like the one room as like an office of sorts, and then just have the rest of the apartment as like a bachelor apartment with like the bed out there. And that way we can have the air conditioner in like the one room to make it very cool throughout the day. And then typically the bedroom's not as bad, but it still gets quite hot. I don't know. It's just not ideally we'd need 2 air conditioners, but we have like one window that's like a slide window. The other window is like a, what do you call them? The ones that open, like, swing out. It's like a specific word, and I don't have it at the tip of my tongue. But it's harder to do the portable air conditioners for those. I needed to pick this up. I'm getting distracted again. It's because I have, like... I go to push B instead of I for bag. I'm all over the place.
Just one more component.
I'm just going to leave that there. I can't be bothered right now. There's so many like things I need to go through. Zirko says, I've been neglecting Final Fantasy XIV with Tower of Fantasy this whole week. Yes, I've been seeing a lot about Tower of Fantasy. It's... Well, because I did try Genshin Impact for a little bit when it came out, and like I played it like once on stream and then for like maybe a week after, and then I kind of got like tired of it. So I think because of that experience, I haven't been as interested in Tower of Fantasy, and I know it's a different type of game. But I don't know. I just haven't been... I feel like I've barely had enough time for like the games I have been playing, like Guild Wars 2, Final Fantasy, World of Warcraft, that I can't introduce a new game into the mix right now, which is unfortunate. Discarded crystal. Oh, I don't know why I'm surprised that these guys drop every time when they do consistently just come from the sky. Ooh.
Close to dying.
Close to dying. There we go. And our last thing that we need right here. Oh no, the bleed got me. Fair says, I like the sound of your voice. So for me, it's just okay having a chatting stream. That's good. I'm glad. And yeah, some people have said just having like more casual chatting streams is nice too. It's very interesting. I feel like my voice is very decisive. Like some people hate it, some people love it. It's a strong mix. But it's always nice. Actually, and this is, I don't know if this is like a weird humble brag or something like that, but it's a story. I'll just wait for them to stop talking. But Strife Hace, a MMO YouTuber who's become extremely popular in the last year and a bit, did a video where he interviewed a bunch of MMO content creators. He didn't interview me. He did like, I'd say like bigger following ones, which is good, or very specific niche ones. Anyways, it was a great video, but I left a comment on it. And I saw like, I got like a lot of people liked it. A lot of people were like, hey, I like your content. I don't know. It's just, I think the MMO community can be so nice, and some like on YouTube can be so nice, but also like so not nice in the same breath. It's a very interesting thing. And the way I'm tying this back to the voice thing is like, there are some comments that are very positive, some comments that are very negative. It's a strong mix. And I think if anyone's in content creation, they probably have that exact same thing where for every comment of someone who loves your content, you're going to get an equal amount, if not more, of people who like for some reason just hate it, and for some reason just have to like continue watching and tell you how much they hate it. All this to say, never let the comments beat you down, right? Everyone deals with it. It's just what it is. Zikro says, got a few confirmations, but seems to be up now. Okay, well, we do have about an hour, so we might be able to do the... Well, let's give it a go. Let's see. Before we confirm anything, let me just... How do I want to do this? I will put this to be right back, but I will still keep talking. I'm not actually anywhere. It's all a ruse, but let's just see if we can open the game. Now, I don't know if I open the game with the game launched. Well, it takes like a second to get into Guild Wars 2, so I'm just going to exit to desktop real quick. And let's go ahead and try opening our Steam clients and see how it goes. Give it a second to load up. Final Fantasy. It'll take a second to find out because the error like loads as soon as I click play. Hey, it looks good though. Thank you, Zakaru. The worst part about this is that now my title and description needs to like get changed back. So I'll do that in a second as well. But yeah, I think we're going to be able to do at least the Moonfire Faire with the time we have left. So thank you for pointing that out. Faire says it's a Genshin Impact copy MMO, so a lot of gacha mechanics. And gacha's kind of fun. When I think of gacha, I think back to like old school MapleStory, and they had the a gacha thing that was actually called a gacha in the game. And I did like doing that. As a kid, I spent a few dollars on that. As an adult, I play less real versions of the game that you don't have to spend dollars on. But it's an interesting thing. But I can see how it's a dangerous thing, right? Like if you're someone who could easily spend too much or more than they're willing on it, it's a tough mechanic for sure. Yeah. Zakuro says, I enjoy it since it has a lot of traversal mechanics like Guild Wars 2. My favorite has been surfing. Yeah, actually surfing, and when I see that, I think of WildStar, which used to have those kind of hoverboards as well. And that is, of all the things I've seen, because I've watched a few of Asmongold's streams playing it, like the surfing and stuff is the stuff that I'd be most interested in. Hey, we're into the game. Look at that. What we're going to do is I'm just going to, while we're still on the Be Right Back screen, I'm going to go ahead and just adjust my title for the stream, XIV. What did we have? We had, I think I just flat out wrote Moonfire Faire, and it's probably just going to be Moonfire Faire. So I'll just leave that as the title for now. In today's stream, we'll be doing some Final Fantasy XIV and trying out this year's Moonfire Faire event. It's not like a great description, but it's what it is. I don't know why Grammarly wants me to put a comma there, but I don't think that's right. Oh, the worst part about this now is that, like, I've got to... let's discard changes and go back. Guild Wars 2, YouTube's not going to be happy with, like, the amount of changes I've done to this, like, metadata. It's going to be, like, Chris, you had no idea what you wanted to do with the stream, and it's very clear. All right, let's do that. All right, we're almost there. I know the be right back screen is probably not the most exciting thing. Moonfire Faire. We're almost there, and where will be? All right, we are super close. At least the thumbnail now makes sense with everything. Moonfire Faire, that's all updated. Let's go back to the stream and go to our gameplay, which hopefully will pick up the new game. There we go. Look at that. Here we are in the game on Final Fantasy. Like, I thought I was running on the ground, but I'm like just hovering above it. It's so funny. Zakura says, I enjoy it since it has, the traversal stuff. We talked about that. Arrow333 says, didn't expect much of Tower Fantasy, but it surprised me positively. Still a lot of typical gacha stuff too, but not too much in your face. So I don't think it'll stick with me. And it's interesting because it seems like they have like a runaway hit on their hands, but it's a lot of the, the monetization that just comes in. Really rubs people the wrong way. Wow. Look at you. Yurko found me like instantly. Now I haven't actually accepted the quest for this. I'm going to look up the event, but if anyone knows, does it start in Ul'dah or is it a different location this year? Or also my in-game sound is very much off, isn't it? It's just a day of things not being... Oh, well, it's actually turned off, so at least that makes sense. At least that one makes sense. It's not like the other stuff. Moonfire Faire. We're gonna find out where we have to go to accept the quest. It is Limsa Laminsa. Oh, you guys beat me just in time in the chat. I see everyone saying Limsa. Limsa Laminsa. Limsa Laminsa. I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Brenton says, oh yeah, Just Drife's video was great, and I did spot your comment. Oh yeah, it's so nice. I don't know. It's just, like, I don't know. This music's really loud. It's a loud place though right here. It's a thing where I'd say the last half year, YouTube has not been really a friend to me in terms of the algorithm. So it's always nice when there's kind of confirmation that there are people on YouTube that are excited this year's stuff, right? And that comment was kind of nice that way. I have to go somewhere specific in Limsa though. It is 11.5, 13.8 in the upper deck area. So we're gonna use this to get there. The Aethernets. What's upper deck? Lower, middle. God, I low-key kind of hate Limsa for like getting around. I think the Aether Castle's like up top. Yeah, upper decks. Cool. Irko says upper decks near... Oh, look at that. I actually guessed it. I mean, I totally guessed it all by myself, Irko. You you might have only helped a little bit. And what's it called? It's called... A Matter of Course is the name for it. Is the audio low or no audio? There was no audio, that's what it was. I think we fixed that. I'm looking at your comments all in like a different order, which is like, Matter of Course, it's just over here. Look at that. We're making it. We're making it. Some Final Fantasy to end things off, and I think I will go all the way to 11, so we still have 45 minutes. We'll see if we can finish this off. Oh, Yurko's been waiting here for me. I like it. I like it, I like it. Era says, I think you should change the hashtag as well now. Did it change? I think I changed the meta title, or the metadata with everything. It should say Final Fantasy now if you, like, refresh. I don't know. YouTube can just be upset with it. All right. Mayu says, hello, hello. Just the adventure I was looking for. Feeling the heat? It works because I'm feeling the heat in this stuffy room as well. Well, nothing like a good swim in Costa del Sol to cool down. And while you're there, you might as well enjoy the Moonfire festivities. The Moonfire Fair has served to promote the Adventurers Guild in recent years, and I expect plenty of folks will join the fun this summer. No one will want to miss the exciting show we're putting on. That's right, due to popular demand and the wishes of Master Guruju himself, we brought back the challenge. Intrigued, aren't you? Oh, it's going to be the jump puzzle, isn't it? State your curiosity by speaking with Hiramaga in Costa del Sol. All right, off we go. Which... Oh, I guess it'll show me. Me trying to find, like, where Costa del Sol is, and, like, the map is, like, sometimes very, very horrible to watch. Sonic Rose. Hello, Sonic Rose. Welcome to the stream. You arrived just in time for the Final Fantasy portion to commence, which is kind of nice. Keeper says, it says Final Fantasy for me. Great. Era says, yes, refresh worked. Perfect. Look at me staying on top of it. And now my thumbnail even makes sense, which is great too. It's something that they definitely should fix. I've heard Ludwig talk a lot about this because obviously he does streams with like definitely more viewers. That's probably more important, but does, you know, multiple different stream activities throughout the day. So changing the thumbnail would be a huge asset for YouTube gaming and YouTube streaming. So hopefully Ludwig gets it to change, because I feel like he'll have more sway with Susan than I will. Sonic says, is this your second or third Moonfire event? This is, I'd say my third, I think, because I did the first one, which I remember the jumping puzzle. The first one I did. And then the second one, I think last year gave me the pull-a bear. And now this one, we're going to find out what happens. I think this is the third one. Seesaw, here at last. You're here to give the challenge a whirl, aren't you? That hulking monstrosity erected upon the shore. Yeah, it's definitely the jump puzzle, isn't it? God. Yeah, there it is. Well, you guys tuned in for the right show. The imposing fortress that turns grown men into weeping babes. The crucible which forges the fiercest of warriors or spits out their mangled remains. The Eurasian nimble warrior course. We had some issues here and there with which prevented us from constructing the course anew for a time, but we made it work this year to satisfy the fierce demand from our Patreons. I like it because they're very clearly talking to the players. I'm assuming it's because of like all that's been going on in the world in the last couple of years that they've not been able to do it, or maybe I guess they also had the launch of the expansion probably like pretty close to when this came out last year. I guess it was like in December, wasn't it? I'm trying to think. I don't know. I don't know why, but I'm glad it's back. Sonic says, Yurko says, pretty sure it's your third. I'm glad you're keeping track, Yurko. You probably keep track better than I do. Sonic says, this is my fifth, I think. It's okay. It's gotten better this year. I'm glad, Sonic. That's awesome. That's your fifth. Zuko says, I live the new routes on there. I'm going to say I love the new routes on there. It's going to be my autocorrect for you, Zuko, but I might have gotten it wrong. It hasn't merely returned, however. Oh no, it's been updated and refined with a new circuit. I dare say it's a course reborn. Haha, because, like, reborn. Funny. While the new circuit isn't physically demanding, it's no less a spectacle. We recruited the finest gold saucer technicians and a certain bomb expert to craft so many bombs into the new attraction. It feels like a damned volcano is erupting when they go off. Good, good. 'Tis a trial that tests the resolve of fledgling and experienced adventurers alike. As all the as all are forced to not only calculate the timing of the impending explosions, but avoid the shockwave that follows them too. If you think you're up to the task, by all means, show everyone how it's done. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Or horrible. There's no in between. You look eager to try your hand at it, despite all the risk, and yet I don't get the sense that you're underestimating the challenge before you either. Sigh. It would do the young lad good to see the temperament of a veteran like yourself. Would that he could learn from your example. Ooh, interesting. Deepwalker says, also, I think they just got a lot of feedback to bring it back when it was missing. Yeah, the jump course. I do remember a lot of people kind of wishing it was there the one year it wasn't. Zirko says COVID and the expansion deadlines does seem like a good reason for it not to be here. Yeah, no, the reasoning for it not being updated makes tons of sense. I was just trying to remember what the reasoning was. No, don't get me wrong. And the fact that they even give reasoning, like, I mean, so many other games just, like, stop content for, like, 9 months and, like, don't have reasons, so I appreciate it. Sonic Rose says, I know they try different things as well, but I and many others have missed the jumping puzzle from the fair, and that means the rising is around the corner. Oh, very true. Sonic says, Bago is the bomb expert. They're talking about he's one of the kobolds from the beast tribes you interact with. He's also been in some of the other Moonfire events, like helping us out, if I believe correctly. Senior says, I think it's been 2 years. All right, let's get to this jump quest. I'm sure people are just excited to see me fall. It's nothing, just this talk about the course in all its newfound glory brought to mind a certain worrisome adventurer. Look, you wouldn't mind lending me a hand with something, would you? When you're not too busy running the course naturally, give me a shout after this if you're interested. All right. Come on, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Do I just have to speak with him again? Okay, I'll speak with him again, but we'll do the course soon. You'll lend a hand then. You have my gratitude. The matter is in question is in regards to a certain new, I suppose he isn't new anymore. Well, anyways, I want you to act as a model of sorts for a certain young adventurer. He's no stranger to you, of course. Recall a fellow by the name of Raful Tia. Came to the Moonfire Faire with his little sister Ramaja before, remember? The lad went and became an adventurer and seems to have some experience under his belt now. But, well, to be frank, he's putting on airs. You better see him for yourself. To get the real picture, I saw him heading to the north of the island with his sister earlier. You should be able to find him there. While he has his issues, there's no doubt in my mind that he has a promising future as an adventurer. I'll leave it up to you to decide how you want to go about it, but guide him back into the right path, would you? Now, I kind of want to go talk to him because I feel like we're going to have to do the jump puzzle with him, but I'm not entirely sure. Sonic says there's an optional part of the course. It doesn't net you anything, but it's worse than Kugani's tail. Oh my god. Worse than Kugani's tower? I mean, it doesn't look that high. Alright, alright. We'll get to it in a second. I mean, I guess anyone who's done this, like, do I have to do the course after doing these quests anyways? Like, should I talk to this person? Or, I don't know. We'll see. We'll talk to them and then we'll do it after. Long time no see, Seesaw. I had a feeling we'd meet again. Don't be shy now, Maja. Hello, Seesaw. I'm happy you're here. Today just keeps getting better and better. Since you're here, there's something I want to tell you. Though I've only been an adventurer for a few summers, I've already made a name for myself. Hells, I even have a pair of apprentices. I suppose you'd expect as much for someone of my obvious talent, eh? Oh, he's all too cocky. Anyways, where was I? Oh, right. My apprentices. Go on, introduce yourself. Iriko says you have to do the quest to get the rewards. Okay. You need to do the course course in the course of doing the quest. So yeah, I should do the quest until it tells me to do the course. That's kind of what I figured. Not struggle on it for like an hour and then have to actually do it again afterwards. Hello there, friend. The pair of us are just your average friendly old novice adventurers who would wound up taking up an apprenticeship under our mentor here after he saved us from a sticky situation. He's a big fan of yours, by the way. The mentor we respects you, so if you really think about it, we ought to respect you too. And anyone who commands that much respect is clearly incredible. It's an honor, sir, truly. I've heard all kinds of amazing rumors about you, Seesaw. It's a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance. Got the fireworks in the background are just going non-stop. So I take it you also heard about the challenge and decided to join in the festivities. I won't lie, I'm itching to give the course a go myself. I hear they've even added a new bombastic circuit to it. Though for a prodigy like me who completed it as a novice, the real challenge will be not to fall asleep from boredom. Heh, a rising star like me has nowhere to go but up from here. My goodness. You could try it now if you're not yeah, we're doing this one. We're calling him out on it for sure. For sure. Yurko says, I really don't think it'll take that long. We'll see. Yurko says, I'll be shocked if it takes you more than 15 minutes, and realistically, it'll take much less than that. All right, all right. You're confident in my abilities, which I appreciate, Yurko. Nonsense. I'm being confident, not cocky. It just comes naturally to me. I guess this is what happens when you become a respectable adventurer, eh? Watch me out there, Seesaw. When I tear through the course, you'll understand what I'm capable of. Are you sure you're okay, fool? You've been acting oddly lately. Interesting. Am I okay? Ha! I'm better than ever. Don't you worry one bit, Maja. Your big brother is a fully fledged adventurer now. I'll give the crowd a show and be back before you know it. I'm going to guess something does not go well here. From the moment I became an adventurer, I always looked up to you. There's no one I want witnessing my finest achievement more than you, so if you can spare a moment to watch, please wait for me on the beach. Huh. Full. I'll be okay, Maja. It's your brother after all. Or it'll be okay, Maja. It's your brother after all. He'll pull through, surely. Yes, I'm sure you have nothing to worry about, my dear. Just nods. You'll come too, won't you? I'll feel better with you there. Sonic says they're giving you two options this year anyhow, traditional jumping or explosion. Yurko says the boom path is easier, Amo, but they're both pretty easy. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Alright, is it time for us to do this? I like if I had started at my normal streaming time of 10, that we pretty much would not have experienced any difficulties with like connectivity. Like that's the worst part of this all. You change one thing up and this is what it gets you. Zirko says, lol, I thought so too, but the second bomb course took me down a few times. Sonic says, I have the Eorizan Ninja Warrior title from the first year I did this. Oh, that's a cool title. I like that. Do you see my brother? I can't see anything from here. Ah, I sense damsel in distress. Fear not, young maiden, for we are here to the rescue. Ahem, let the games begin. I, Beau de Foin, will humbly serve as the herald of the proceedings. And I, Hermaga, have been unjustly nominated to assist them. Together, not even the slightest happening shall escape our ardent observation. Now then, let us look upon our contestant, the up-and-coming adventurer Rufaltia. With such a daunting trial before him, who knows what could be running through his mind right now? What do those stern blue eyes of yours see, America? The lad looks eager to get up and at it, and in terms of physique, he looks to be in fine shape. That said, I can't help but notice some nervous energy in him as well. Thank you, Hermega. Let's wish him the best of luck. Ah, the contestant has just took off at a run and is presently making his way to the first jet of water. And he soars through the sky expertly. Whoa, just look at that landing. A splendid feat indeed. He managed it without losing his footing. This is proof of his experience as an adventurer. He's well accustomed to moving under pressure, or above it, as it were. This is interesting. That's kind of like a play-by-play. And now he's forced with a decision that will change the course of his fate. Does he take the tried and true path, or try his luck with a new circuit? Which route do you think our sprightly contender will take? The new circuit requires a contestant to be calm and collected in the face of a looming barrage of bombs. Unfortunately, I sense much fear in this one. If I were in his shoes, I would pick the old circuit without a second thought. Here he goes. Ah, he's on the move. It seems he's made his decision. The new circuit, the timing of his movements leave much to be desired. However, even the slightest moment's hesitation could lead to a messy result, and I fear he teetered for too long. Cover your eyes, folks. This could get ugly. He managed to dodge the first explosion, the second, the third, and the... Gods, be good. The shockwave of the fourth explosion has sent him flying like a shooting star. Sister looks away. I like her little frown. Ladies and gentlemen, even as the salt water his wounds, I regret to inform you that our contestant has been disqualified. No, 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 this is bad. This is really bad, really bad. Well, there goes our audience. This seems a fine place as any to end my commentary. Please go, Rafal needs your help. Right, I hope you haven't forgotten my request. I'm counting on you. Well, there we go. Sodic says, I'm actually pleased to see Rafal has developed since we met him. He's still a bit pathetic, but passionate and no longer a newbie as he was, he as his own followers. Yeah, it's fair. Yeah, he has developed. Faire says this is fun. All right, we're about to get into the fun as it is, hey, Ferris? We'll see how fun it actually is in a second. See how frustrating it is. No, I like jump puzzles. I can sometimes get a bit frustrated with them. We'll see. We'll see. I owe you one, Seesaw. Lest you all misunderstand, that wasn't a serious attempt. I really wanted to complete the course. I would have done it with my hands behind my back, but I hardly be entertaining if I just finished it in an instant. There's no drama. Now, when I go back and complete it with all ease, the crowd will go wild. Genius, eh? God, that's funny. Wait a minute, Rafal. Is that what you'll really care about? If so, you're not the person I thought you were. The person I respected. Oh, I mean, I'm not just your average adventurer, you know? I need to amaze everyone. No, Rafal, you're wrong. I guess you'll never understand what we admired about you. I'm sorry, but this is farewell. Wow. Lost his followers pretty quick. It's pretty funny. They just... I mean, like, he's being, like, pretty sad, but like it's still wild that they just left. What did I do wrong? Do. Arrow says, too bad they were not able to show it actually playing out. Yeah, they kind of like had it happen off screen, but it's kind of like, it's also a thing that they do in comedy where they have it happen off screen, so you can imagine how like ridiculous it looked. But yeah, I get what you're saying. It would have been kind of cool to see that. Oh, Karamaram. Hello, I'm glad I made it while you're still streaming. How's it going? You actually made it pretty close to when I started doing Final Fantasy. As Irko has kind of explained, we had some issues with the Steam launcher authenticating for like the first hour, so we went and did some Guild Wars 2 and then joined into Final Fantasy for the last hour. So you're actually joining for the Final Fantasy portion, which there you go. Boo doo 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 doo. Ooh, summer sunset bandana. Is this a whole outfit we get, or do we have to choose? Why? What did I do wrong? He's too upset to listen. Maybe you could try to comfort him? You're his hero, so if this doesn't work, I don't know what will. I'm gonna say we have to / comfort him. Is that why it was in such a... God, the water is so loud. Did not work. Oh no, it did work. There we go. Look at me, I cracked the code. Thank you for showing me such kindness, Seesaw. I'm still trying to wrap my head around why those two left. Is it because I failed the course? Because I looked pathetic? Oh man. He's gonna learn some stuff here. Cameron says, oh geez, that sounds unhelpful. Well, I'm glad it's working now. Sonic says, that happened to me. I uninstalled. So now I'm having to reinstall it. Fortunately, I'm good about backing things up. Well, that's good. You get the whole outfit. That's exciting too. Yeah, it was actually a really weird error. Like, you went to push play from Steam and it just, like, where you would log in, it was just like a bunch of error messages in different languages, which is interesting. Was not what I was excited to see 5 minutes before the stream started this morning. I was like, oh no. Oh no, oh no. So we did some Guild Wars 2. I think we'll probably do Final Fantasy, like, because I wanted to do some of the post-Stormblood stuff. So we'll probably do some more Final Fantasy next weekend, maybe. Although I do want to do, maybe we'll do like half an hour of Guild Wars 2 and Final Fantasy. I don't love doing it together though, because we'll see. I'll have to figure it out. We'll for sure do more Final Fantasy, because I wanted to do a full Final Fantasy stream. It's tossed a wrench into all my plans. This is the issue. Maybe I'll stream like an additional time sometime throughout August and finish Guild Wars 2 as well. Because that would be good. I wanted to finish that episode during this month. That was my plan. Like the season 1, episode 3. Because I think they'll have another one coming out soon enough here. Let's see. No, silly. That's not it at all. I like how the little sister understands what's happening. Really? It's not because I look pathetic? Say Seesaw, do you have any idea why? You tried to hide from your snakes. You weren't taking it seriously. I think that seems the most correct. Exactly. He's exactly right. You didn't take the challenge seriously at all. I wasn't taking it seriously, so what? Even if I had, I would have failed all the same. I thought if I did it on purpose, then maybe... Ugh. Who would admire someone who gives up before they've even started? The brother I look up to always does his best, no matter how he looks or what others think of him. If you can't understand that, maybe I'll try the course myself and show you what I mean. Oh, I hope she does. My, that is some remarkable gumption you have, little miss. Alas, I'm afraid children may not, under absolutely any circumstance, participate in this competition. Something about the bombs, probably. I hope you don't mind, but I overheard your conversation. My opinion, you're a pathetic excuse for an adventurer. Rafool, just awful. God, right to it. I love it. Sonic says Final Fantasy has encountered an error. Please try again later. All red text. Yeah, that's exactly what it was in like 4 different languages, I think. So it like was kind of like 4 different messages just saying that exact same thing. But yeah, and then I went back. Zakuro or someone pointed out. Anyways, some helpful chat member pointed out when it was running, and we got in right away, which was great. You're right. You taught me so much, yet I put on such a miserable performance. Everyone must think I'm very pitiful. Just listen to yourself, lad. You want to know what your problem is? Vanity. You've lost sight of what's truly important. Think back. Try to recall what Hermega and I taught you. What it was that you admired about Seesaw in the first place. This water jet that's like really loud, and some of these like text bubbles is kind of irritating. I think I finally understand. I was so focused on trying to impress my apprentices, I didn't fully commit myself to overcoming the challenge and stopped being an adventurer in doing so. I became a coward instead. I betrayed their trust, and now they've seen me for who I truly am. There's no way I could make it up to them. Look how sad she is, oh my god. What if you tried the course again, but took it seriously this time? I bet those two would watch. Again, but I've never actually succeeded. If I were to fail once more, I'd lose their respect forever. What will you say? If it doesn't matter if you fail or succeed, what does it matter if you try? Show us what you're made of, adventurer. I like that one. Adventurer, you're right. I'm an adventurer. I need to only focus on the challenge ahead. There we go. People are pumped. I'm sorry to ask more of you when you've already done so much for me, but can I ask you to serve as my inspiration once more? If possible, I'd like you to go through the course ahead of me. Seeing you test your mettle would rekindle my aspiration of becoming a great adventurer. Please help me reclaim that dream. Let me follow in your footsteps. Alright, it's almost showtime. You're doing this, it means the world to me, Seesaw. I will follow after you with everything I have done. Do. Alright. Sonic says, all red text. Yep. Well, hopefully you get it back and running soon, Sonic, if you're not already in. Zakuro says, always there to help as long as I'm not asleep, lol. No, I appreciate it, Zakuro. It was handy having you guys check it out while I was in game, instead of me alt-tabbing every few minutes. I appreciate you looking out for Raful like this. If you're ready to go, the jet of water yonder is roaring in anticipation of your arrival. Should completing the Urizen Nimble Warrior course prove too difficult, seek out a fair adventurer for assistance. Oh, so there's like an easy mode, eh? That's fair. Well, let's give it a go. Alright. Oh, you're here. Hey, Carmen. Icebun is ready for me to go. Alright. So this one's the old circuit, I'm gonna guess. This one, and then the bomb one over there is the new one. So let's give it a go. Let's see what happens. Look awfully shallow down there. Well, so far, we're doing okay. I like that it does give you a few options. It's kind of nice. Ooh. Is that it? Well, that wasn't too bad. I feel like there's more, though. Oh, we got Yuriko waiting here. Oh, yeah, there's definitely more. Buffoins kept me abreast of the situation. After seeing the way you've carried yourself through the course so far, your fuel's got to be fired up. You're already at the halfway point, so it's not like you need to hear it from me. Good luck. Should completing the... Okay, you can go seek out the fair adventure. Fair. Okay, so there's bombs that way. Wait, do I jump down here, or how do I do this? So confused. I guess I have to jump down here, right? And then this will be the jumping one. Alright, alright. Well, let's see what we got here. Ooh. Ooh. Those ones almost... Oh man, this one's just not... Look at Icebun go here, like not a worry in the world, just like gliding through these. Oh, this one's giving me some difficulty. This one's my undoing. Alright, I think I figured it out. You have to like get a bit of speed going for it. No! Oh god. Alright, alright, alright. It wasn't... Oh, it wasn't a one attempt, but it was, we're going pretty good. Oh no, oh gosh. Here we go, here we go. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Congratulations on making it to the end. I should mention that I've heard about the situation, Raful. He pursued you the entire time, never giving up. Despite the fear in his eyes, even now, hey look, behind you. Do. This is fun. It's showing him some of his moments throughout the course. That's pretty fun. Sonic says, I picked up the top option. It's downloading, about 1/5 complete. I'm just sorry I can't join you. You can't mount up in the course. You can't mount up by the course. Oh, that's fair. Zirko says, I took the bomb side since it's the new challenge. I'll do the bomb side after, I promise. We'll do the bomb side before I leave. Cameron says, I haven't got right to the top of the optional bit yet this year, but I've had plenty of practice on the lower bits. Yeah, you were going quick through there. Let's do not waver. You can do this. Look how intense he is. There he goes. Oh, I like the little ending sound at the end. That's nice. That's nice. I did it, Seesaw. I really did it. Thank you for leading the way. Just like almost falls over. Like, what was that? Ha, now I've made it to the end. I suddenly feel lightheaded. Oh, I see. Forgive me. I will return after I've had a moment to catch my breath. Would you mind relaying the good news to Maja? Maja. Where is Maja? Look at all my friends just chilling here. Oh, it's like a slide you go down. That's kind of fun. Oh, do you actually slide? That's so cool. Oh, I love that. That's really fun. Where is Maja? Okay, so we'll go talk to Maja, and then we'll do the bomb version of this. Oh yeah, you can't mount. I should have... What the heck's this? This person... This is someone who's been at the jump quest for too long, I'm gonna say. Look at the little fish. This is beautiful. It's such a fun summery event. Like, you've got the fireworks, you've got this little island, the water, the beautiful water, like, right, you can see through it. It's just a really well put together event. I'm a fan. Just people like standing like pretty much all around her. Where were we? Sonic says the optional jump side is my mortal enemy. Senior Derpface says the head peg, god, the head peg. Carmen says I've probably spent a good 4 or 5 hours on it so far, which is nothing compared to more people. So we might not be doing the optional portion. We'll see about that. Sonic says, I believe that was /Stager. You can sprint in the water. Oh, I could sprint. That's fair. Oh, you're back. How did it go? Before Darren and Hammergan were commentating, but I want to hear it from you. He did it. He really did it. I always believed Fiel could, but never believed it myself. I'm so happy. Fiel, Cecil told me everything. I'm so proud of you. Oh, I didn't do much. I just followed after him, really. Still, it felt good to try and finally succeed at something. Please excuse us for interrupting. Refuel, do you have a moment? We judged you too quickly and too harshly. It was only when we saw you making your way through the course that it dawned on us how wrong we'd been. I don't know if they were wrong. Like, that's not necessarily the message here. Like, I think they were right to leave when they left. That's why... ... You don't need to... you don't have to finish your sentence. I'm the one who was in the wrong after all. I'm so very sorry, both of you. Yeah, there we go. This is the right message. I let my desire for recognition cloud my judgment and lost sight of myself in the process. It's little wonder you both reacted the way you did. That's why I'm starting over. This time I will not waver from the path. Nay, I shall follow wherever it leads, as a true adventurer should. With that said, do you think you could forgive me? I'll be honest, you were a dismal sight up there at first, looking as if you might collapse at any moment. But you didn't. You pushed through like a true champion, and now you're keen to see how far you'll go, just like when we first met you. Aye, that's why we want to forgive us. That's why we want you to forgive us for losing faith, instead of believing in you like we should have. Given the circumstances, I understand it if you say no. Would you consent to being our mentor once again? Like you even have to ask. I couldn't be happier to have you both by my side. Oh, that's so nice. So nice. Ayuriko says, I'm not even going to attempt the optional side again this year. It took me hours to finish last year. Senior Dirtface says, events tend to have old story characters hiding in general area. Can see if you can spot any. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's a cool tip, Senior. I was going to call you Dirtface. I feel like calling you just Senior for short's maybe like more friendly. Sonic says, plenty of Beast Tribe reps this year, not just Bago. I saw some of Nov's clutch hanging out. Sonic says, why not just swim? Yurko says there's an Amalgi as well, and Sylphus. Yurko says also some Moogles in the air around the tower. Yeah, I saw Moogles when I was going through. I thought they were gonna have Moogles that came and push you off of the different jumping points, which would be like next level horrible. Could you imagine a jump quest just full of Moogles that come and try and push you off? That is the nightmare. I hope they take that as advice for next year. Oh my god, am I gonna crash? Like, I think just the game's crashing, not me. Yeah, we got a fatal DirectX error. Let's just do the be right back. The nice thing is, so I upgraded my computer to 32 gigabytes of, 16 plus 6. Yeah, so it's with additional RAM. And ever since then, whenever I crash now, I don't at least have to restart my computer. It just like crashes the game, which is great. Still not great, sorry. I was gonna say still not great, but at least I don't have to start everything from scratch. You guys can still hear me though, yeah? Because I'm just logging in. It should take like a second. I do like apologize for what has essentially been like the most scuffed stream I've had in a long while. Branson says I crashed at that exact conversation too. Oh, good. I'm in good company then. We're almost back in the game. Don't you worry. Ding ho. Because the worst part of the crashes before was that I had to like make a whole new stream link and everything. So the fact that we can at least keep the stream going while I get the game back up is like a billion times better. Still working on ways to like not crash ever, but this is like 1,000 times better. We can actually, I'll switch over because we're in the loading screen now. Ba-ba-ba. Instead of a B-Ray back screen, I should have like a Seesaw has probably crashed screen. Like that would be more accurate. Waiting in queue. It's wild how there's like literally a queue all the time to log in. And it's kind of nice because like it's always like 1 or 2 minutes you have to wait, but it's just what it is. I like it. We're gonna skip through some of this text here. Oh, you're back. How'd it go? Okay, yeah, this is part of the stuff we've already heard. Oh my god, but we have to like click through it because I want to read the last message still. This is the real. Can you? Yeah, you can't click through it. I wish you could like skip almost the end. Yurko says, "Oh man, I haven't heard that title music in years." Oh, because I guess you guys all have the Shadowbringers one, eh? Or not the Shadowbringer, the Endwalker one. Or do you mean the music like when you're actually in the like character select screen? Does that one change? I'm confused now. But it would make sense that mine would be like more out of date. Karaman says the all the time queue isn't really a queue, it's just batching for the login. Oh, okay, that makes more sense as to why it's always the same amount then. It's generally only really a queue if the number is over 100. Ah, well, there you go. I'm trying to like make sure I don't go past this. But I also like, maybe I did just skip through it. Yep, I definitely just skipped too far. It's okay. I will understand what happened. Why is my recommendations open here? All right. Sonic says, back during Stormblood, there was only a queue around patch and peak gameplay. Nowadays, ever since Shadowbringers, there's been a queue almost all hours of the day, though not usually more than 30 people. Yurko says they log people in batches of 50 to keep the log on lobby server down, so it's not real queue. Very interesting. The yeah, so the character select screen. All right, Yurko's still here. Let's just turn this in, and then we'll do the other one, like the other jump puzzle, like as the very end thing we do. Let's turn this in. I like these little lanterns. I could roughly see what happened from here, but I appreciate if you filled me in. Okay, we're gonna do the. Yeah, we're not going to actually say it. That's good. I was kind of concerned. So the lad finally came to his senses then in the end. And he made up with those greenhorns while he was at it too. You did well, Seesaw. I was right to count on you. With that, he's truly made his way, his first step as a proper adventurer. And better yet, I don't feel too anxious about leaving the three of them to their own devices anymore. Speaking of adventurers, I owe you a reward, don't I? Please take this, you've more than earned it. And do try to enjoy the Moonfire Faire while it's still around. Hey, do I have the inventory space for this? I do, look at me, that's pretty big. It's pretty big. It's pretty big, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Let's actually, can we put this on right now? How do we? Oh my god. Item comparison. I can try it. Cast glamour. Yeah, that's what I want. Or how do I want to do this? It's the summer sunset bandana. Like this, right? And then I want the... Is it in alphabetical order? Summer sunset bandana. Yeah, you gotta put it on. You gotta put it on. You're right. I'll put it on, and then we'll get down to business. We have a summer sunset, so it's all summer sunset. That's going to make it easier. Is it going to be at the very end, too? Because that would also make it easier. No, not quite. We need some wrists. These are hands. Where's the wrist option? Is there wrists? bracelets? Hands. Sorry, I definitely misread where those went. Summer. Oh, it says wrist in the title. That's why. Put the pants on. I feel like there's a much easier way to do this, and I'm just like, we're making it. Oh, not those. Oh, yeah, those. Yeah. One last thing. Do 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 do. All right, let's take a look. Look at us, we are ready for summer. So it looks pretty cool with the samurai sword, actually. Like, it's got a good vibe with that. We're gonna be wearing this until we get new gear. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Brenson says, TLDR, they're all buddies now. That's fair, that's fair. It's kind of like the TLDR of most of the event quests, but, you know, I appreciate it. Sonic Rose, I'm going to be heading out for a bit. Hopefully you're still streaming when I get back. My game is fully loaded, but if not, enjoy the rest of your day at the fair. Please try the optional. I'm going to do the optional jump, and I'm probably logging off pretty soon, so I might not be back, but thank you for joining us, Sonic Rose. It's been great to have you here. Iriko says, gotta put it on. Iriko says, yeah, head, body, hands, and leg. Zirka says, it's a very nice set. It is. I actually really enjoy it. I think it looks really good. All right, let's do this bomb thing. Yeah, there we go. Iriko's waiting for me to try it. So I'm guessing we just kind of wait for them to start blowing up and then go after it. Is that kind of the long and the short? Oh, God. Okay, well, that wasn't too bad. Can you jump between them? Okay, you can. So you just have to, like, choose the side. Oh, yeah. Not hesitating and just going is, like, definitely the way to do that. That wasn't too bad at all. Now, how do you do the bomb one over here? I guess you just go down still and then go up on this side. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. That was 2 bombs. 3 bombs. How'd you get past this? Oh, I guess you can, like, go between when they're... Yeah, okay, I see. I see. Thank you, I spun. You kind of showed me the way. Go, 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 go. I like that one. It's pretty scary. Oh, this one's a little bit harder. You just have to go as soon as they're... Ooh. Alright. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, right at the top. Okay, that last part's challenging. That last part is a tough cookie. I hesitated is what it is. They're what they say about hesitating is absolutely correct. You cannot hesitate. You wait at the start, and then, okay. Go, 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 go. All right, all right, all right, all right. Let's wait for these to blow, and then we'll go. Oh, no, and then that one. There we go, there we go. All right, well, wait a second here. This one's not easy. They don't blow up at the same time as the difficulty. Like, they kind of... Oh, there we go. That was a good pattern. Hey, look at that. Alrighty. Now, what's this optional thing? Is it around the side here? Is this the... Yeah, this must be it, eh? I'm going to take, like, one crack at the... Oh, you have to keep coming back up here to do it, too? That's rough. Because you'll fall. Alright, I'll take one crack. I'm just going to read the chat real quick, and then we're going to give it a go. Irka says... No, where were we? Carmen says, you just glamour the glamour item instead of glamoring your boots while glamoring... You just glamoured the glamour item instead of glamoring your boots with the glamour item. Did I do the wrong boots? You're, I think, very right. Cast glamour. I don't know. Maybe I got it right. I don't know. Iriko says got yeeted right at the end. Yeah, I sure did. All right. I'm going to like fail this like first jump, I think. Oh, I made the first jump. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is horrible. Yeah, this is like super out of Kogani's like tower thing. Oh. Oh my God. Oh God. This is going so hard. Oh my God. Okay. No. Okay. Well, you know, honestly, not a bad go. I'm going to call it there though, because we're already like past 2 hours of stream with all the chaos that's happened. And we did what we came here to do, so that's the important thing. We came here and we crushed it. Yeah, palm sweaty, exactly that, Yuriko, or Zikuro, exactly that. But thanks so much to everyone who came to the stream today. Once again, I do apologize for the confusion that was, you know, me asking what we wanted to do during stream and then essentially doing a different thing for the first hour of it. We will do another stream later, probably next week, honestly, looking at my schedule. And we will do some post-Stormblood stuff. Either we'll do like some post-Stormblood stuff and Guild Wars 2 together, or I'll just do another Guild Wars 2 stream at some point and we'll make it all work. But we will do some Stormblood stuff next week, I think. But yeah, stay connected on Discord and the YouTube chat and you'll see all about when we'll be doing things. I'll also probably chop up this thank you Icebun. I'll chop up this video, or sorry, this stream to make a video for the Moonfire Faire. So you'll probably see that go live during the channel during the month as well. I'm all over the place. I'm too hungry. My stomach's rumbling. We're gonna go get some food. Hopefully you all have a great rest of your day and enjoy the weekend of what's left of it. So thanks for coming. Kitty says so close. We were so close. Senior says well done. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I did pretty well. Cameron, thanks for the stream. I look forward to the next one. Yeah, thanks, Cameron. I'm sorry you were only able to make it to the very last bit, but it was great having you here. It's always fun having you guys in game as well too, which I appreciate. Look at them just helping cheer me on. So great. Thanks everyone. Have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you on the next stream. Thanks.